Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another SQL, very interesting SQL problem. Okay, on a phone log table. Okay, there is this phone log table that has information about caller's call history, the caller ID and the recipient ID and the date of that call. Okay, at that time of that call. Okay, so the question here is write a query to find out callers whose first and last call was to the same person on a given day. So what they are asking is if we consider particular this caller ID, caller one, okay, and the date of that call, on the first Jan, okay, the first and last call should be to the same recipient, okay. Here it is 2 and the last call was to the 4, so that will not give us the expected results, okay. So what we want is something like this. Caller ID 2, he called like person 5 on 5th July. That is the first call, okay. On the 5th July, what is the last call? Okay, there is this, and for that caller ID, so he called person 5. So this comes in our output, okay. So he called this person on 5th July, and that is the first and the last call, okay. And there is this another okay date for which it will qualify. There is this caller ID 2, okay. On 2nd of August, he called 4, person 4, okay. That is his first call, and there is this last call, okay, on the 2nd of August, okay, and again to the same person, okay. So these two recipients will come into our output, okay. So hope you understood the question. Let's start writing, and before that, let's write down the steps how I'm going to solve this. One is, okay, so one is get the minimum and the maximum time, okay, of each day for that each caller, okay. So what I meant to say, get the min or the, I can say, first call and the last call for details for the for each caller, I can say, for each caller on each day, okay. This would be our first step, okay. Next is, after getting the first and last call details, next is to get who are the recipients, okay, matching with this dates, matching with this date stamp, okay. Next is get the recipients of first and last call, okay, correct. And at the end, what they want, the callers whose first and last call was to the same person, right? So both first call and the last call should be to the same recipient. So at the last step, I need to filter out for the recipients, okay, recipients who are sent, correct. I mean to say first and last call is matching with that recipient, okay. I go on solving this. You will understand this case now, okay. Select first step. What I want, get the first call and the last call details for each caller on each day. What I mean to say is, for each caller ID, okay, for each day, okay, not okay, for each day, how I can say, look here, I need to convert that complete time zone into like timestamp into a date value, right? So here date call in the format of TD mm y, correct. Okay. So then what I want to know the minimum and the maximum time of each day, correct. So minimum of this timestamp, okay, date call, okay, as the first call date, correct. As I can say, it is the first call. Next, get the maximum timestamp of that particular day, maximum of that date call. That means it is the last call detail, correct? From phone log and group by, I want to group it by each caller ID and each this day, correct? For each day, correct? So what I'll get from here, something like this. For each caller ID, if you just want to order by this caller ID, that will be better. Okay. For each caller, for each day, I am getting first call and the last call details. Okay. For this caller ID on this January 1st, okay. This is at 9 o'clock is the first call and 11 p.m. is the last call, correct? But at this level, we don't know who is that recipient matching with this first call and last call, right? So next step is to get the recipient details. So how I'll get them? One is keep this in city, like whatever output I got above in city. Okay. Next, what I'll do, I'll join with the phone log table again. Okay, to get this to match against caller ID and first call, and we'll get the recipient number. Okay, who is the recipient? I can say recipient ID. What I meant to say here is select, okay, caller ID, comma, I can say, okay, let me give some alias here. It is as like a day of the call. I'll call this, okay. So here from city, this one, this city, I'll join that with the phone log again. Okay, to get the recipient address, recipient ID matching with this first call first. Okay, what I meant to say, join with phone log. I will give you one alias ph1. Okay, on city dot caller ID like equal to the caller ID from the phone log, correct? ph1 dot phone log. This will give me the recipients, the other details about where these two are matching, where this caller ID is matching and this first caller ID, first call timestamp is matching, correct? And I also want to know like who is that recipient matching with this last call details, correct? So for that again I need to join with phone log, correct? And I'll give it one less ph2 on city dot caller ID matching to ph2 dot phone log. Okay, so what I'm doing here, not the phone log, call okay, ph2 dot caller ID. Okay, I'm going to save here. Okay, so here I'm matching. So on what basis? One is caller ID, second one is to get the first call detail. I want to match that with, and from CT we have min and max date, right? From CT I have this first call, correct, equal to the ph1 dot that date called, correct? What I mean to say, so this first call and this caller ID matching with which caller ID? First caller, this one. I want to know who is that recipient. Okay, that is why I have given this condition where CT from CT first call, like first call is matching with like I'm matching against from ph1. Okay, caller ID. Okay, anyhow I have matched here. I want to matching that. I am matching that against this date called timestamp. correct? And this is the first call details I'll get, correct? And I am joining with another phone log table that the same self join, okay, on phone log, on a condition that caller ID equal to that PS2 caller ID and this date card, which is last call from CTE, correct? From CTE, last call equal to PS2 dot phone log, sorry, PS2 dot date card. Okay, so that is what I want, right? So as per our step, get the recipients of the first and last call. So because of this, I am joining with these two tables again. Okay, so from this, what I'll get? Let me run this query and see. With CTE, select caller ID. Okay, so let me write down the columns. Okay, day of the call, that is from CTE. Okay, so recipients I need, right? From PH1, who is the recipient? Okay, recipient ID from PH2, that recipient. Okay, they will come after this match, first call and date call and last call and date call. Correct. Let me run this and show you what I'm trying to get. So here is something I got, guys. One is caller ID for this day. Recipient, recipient, I can say this is PH1 recipient ID. What I'm matching that against first call, right? So this is, I can say first recipient. Okay, and for PS2, I'm matching that with against the last call details, right? That is, I can say last recipient. Correct. Let me run this and show it. Okay. So for each caller and for each day, I am getting first recipient, okay, who is matching against that first call detail, and the last recipient who is matching against that last call detail. Correct. So, so this is the output I have got. So now another condition here is to get the filter out for the recipients who are same. Okay. So as per our question, find out the callers, okay, whose first call and the last call was to the same person on a given day. For each day, first call and last call are to the same person. That I need to get, right? So I can again filter out here where, okay, first recipient equal to the last recipient from column details only I can get it. Okay, both should be it's same. Okay, that is what we want, right? From PH1, who is the first caller, and from PH2, who is the last caller. Okay, then I'm filtering out. So I got these two recipients. Okay, on this day, he called like a recipient 5, and that is his last call. This caller ID is last. Okay, this is what we guys. This is what the query expected. This is what the output that we got. Okay, if you like this solution, guys, please like my video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you, guys.